So
Yeah.
yes, I would definitely in a heartbeat recommend you. And just you as a person, Nicole. I think you're very talented. You're wired in a certain way. You know exactly what to do and how to go about getting those leads. And yes, I was getting so many leads. Yes, absolutely. So my name is Amit Upadhye, architect here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm based out of Scottsdale. I've been in business for over 10 years now, and also I'm an educator at Arizona State as an adjunct faculty for the last 22 years. And I have a small studio boutique practice here, doing very high end. It's coming out really great. We have a project coming up in Hawaii. We have a project coming up potentially in Malibu right now, and we're doing a 10 to $15 million house right now in Paradise Valley.
I guess in the beginning, when I first approached you, you seemed a little bit skeptical in terms of would social media and advertising, would that even work? Can you kind of reflect upon that experience and I guess why you thought it was skeptical? And then from there, what kind of made you think that it was going to be worth it and kind of the results you've seen?
And I'm not a self-promoting guy, to be honest. All this while I've been getting leads just out of word of mouth. And I
Yeah.
may be old school about that a little bit, and that's why I was a little skeptical about promoting myself out there. It's not the thing for a avant-garde, a good architect to do. Typically that you don't go out there. Clients come to you,
Mhm.
and I have been skeptical about that ever since. But when you showed me a way that actually you would be able to, basically screen the people, interview them before I even kind of meet with them. Like some of the architects are just stuck up in their own little blinders. They don't
Mm.
see beyond that. And at that point, after meeting you, I decided that, okay, well, let me give this a shot and let's see what happens. And
Mm.
that's how I sort of opened up those doors to welcome you. And and you have been awesome. You have been
Yeah.
really awesome. I really enjoyed. So I never thought that I really needed something more than what was already happening, right? But I
Right.
think you opened up my eyes to look different, in a different direction a little bit.
How would you kind of describe the whole process of how it was kind of working with us and our systems that we implemented?
So I think you have a very robust system in place.
Mm.
I was really impressed how well organized you are, and you're step by step showing me how to set up the whole system and how all of that seamlessly flows from one end to the other end, and it goes out there, and then you have a way of finding out zip codes and demographics, and like where is this catchment area where you need to cast your net. You
Mhm.
have that amazing system. I was blown away by that, Nicole, seriously. I was like, these kids are really doing something out there. And it was
Right.
amazing. And yes, it was a tremendous experience. I mean, I think I would do it all over again and again and again. Yeah, I would love to do it again. Yeah.
Wow. And would you recommend OTTR Media and me to, different architects and all of that?
Absolutely. I've been doing that. I already recommended you to one of the apprentice of Frank Lloyd. Sorry, not Frank Lloyd, right? Frank Gehry in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think you're doing well with them. And I'm encouraged to hear that. I'm really so
Yeah.
yes, I would definitely in a heartbeat recommend you. And just you as a person, Nicole. I think you're very talented. You're wired in a certain way. You know exactly what to do and how to go about getting those leads. And yes, I was getting so many leads. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
What would you say to the architect or the firm owner that is maybe stuck on the fence, really just only relying on word of mouth, referrals, the traditional methods? What would you say to that architect or designer that's unsure of whether this new era of marketing could work for them? What would you say to that person specifically?
I would really urge them to break out of that box, of the orthodox thinking that the client should walk in my door and, you know, I really think that the world is changing very fast. Okay. And I think there is tremendous amount of competition out there. But also I realized one thing, that just being a talented architect is not enough.
Mm.
Okay. You need this support system. Similarly, I think in architecture, or in any field for that matter, I think there's a process that we have to understand that happens in the back, that has to, and you have to nurture that process, I think. And I'm convinced that this is the way to go, and that is the way to future. I really think that, and I'm open to the idea. I myself was a little hesitant in the beginning, like, but I really think that, giving it a shot doesn't hurt you, like, especially when, when a good deal, and especially when you're so young and you're talented, you know how to do all this. And you proved it to me that it works. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the best part. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts, Amit. And yeah, I mean, I look forward to working with you even more, and all of that, and all the opportunities that we have together. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Nicole. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Of course.